What do you dream about? Do you dream about skiing with caribou across the Arctic? Chasing spies? Do you dream about finding your perfect mate in a foreign land? Exploring the moon, the stars, the sun? Swimming with dolphins? Everybody has something that they daydream about. Often when we're young, like our Kenneth, we dream big. We think about things that we can do that are so outrageous that we can't imagine accomplishing them. I am here today to encourage you to do that again. Starting next week, on November 1st at midnight, is a National Novel Writing Month, an online challenge to write a 50,000-word novel in 30 days. Yes, that is insane. You're probably thinking that I'm certified right now, because that's 1,667 words per day. Now, what kind of person would write a book in 30 days? Is 50,000 words enough for a book? Will it be any good? What would I write about? NaNoWriMo was started in San Francisco by Chris Patty, a young man who wanted to do something big. He wanted to press his boundaries. And in 1999, he asked all of his friends, want to write a novel with me? 21 people agreed, and 6 people in 1 month wrote 50,000 words. Not a bad start. The following year, he started NaNoWriMo.org. With the help of a friend, he put it online, and I lost it. Oh. The second year, 140 people signed up to write, and 29 people emerged as winners. Rather pleased with himself, he looked forward to 2001's NaNoWriMo like a newborn, like a mother watching her child take his first steps toward a cliff. 21 to 140 was a great step. Nobody expected 5,000 people the following year. Yes, and not only did they have 5,000 people sign up, they had 29 people, I'm sorry. From 121 to 140 was a reasonable step. No one expected 5,000 people to sign up the last weekend of October 2001, thus causing the first annual traditional crash of the servers. In the next few years, NaNoWriMo became a nonprofit agency that has raised thousands of dollars for charities, started new programs, and began the junior version of Nano called the Young Writers Program. Nano has become one of the best-known writing challenges on the internet. From 21 participants in 1999, 10 years later, 167,150 Rymos, that's us, the writers, signed up, and a whopping 32,178 people won. And you know what they got? A piece of paper. No, I had to pay for this. That's what you get when you sign up and you win NaNoWriMo. You get a PDF file that you get to print off your printer. Why would anybody do this? How many of you have ever thought about writing a novel? You woke up one morning from a dream and you knew this was going to make you the next Tom Clancy. You found yourself in a situation that only Janet Ivanovich could make good enough because it was so crazy that nobody would believe it. Have you ever found a piece of wisdom in a fortune cookie that Nicholas Sparks would beg to write a novel based on? At the beginning of the speech, I asked you, what do you daydream? Novels are essentially my daydream shared with you. What would you write about? Grandma's stories about the Depression, eating mustard sandwiches and lying to her mother that she liked them because there was nothing else? Climbing Mount Everest with your brother-in-law and finding a way to commit the perfect murder just before you hit the top? The sweetness of a child's kiss just before she spreads chocolate chip cookie dough all over the kitchen floor? Is a piece of paper enough? No. But empowerment, that victorious rush that crashes over your brain and your heart when you accomplish the impossible dream is unlike any other feeling. And you only get it when you try and you win. This is my 7th Nano. I have won 5, I have lost 1. How do we do it? Inside each of us is this craven little beast, who we in Nano in Polite Company call the inner editor. We set a trap for this little guy, and we capture him and throw him away for 30 days. And we write without limits, without editing, without stopping. If we wander off on a tangent about our villains, goddaughters, dogs, fortune teller, every misspelled word is kept. Grammar, who needed? We disable the back button and we surge on. My family sacrifices a lot during Novembers. I do not make lunch for my children. I do not do their laundry. We eat a lot of takeout. But at the end, they have a happy mom, and I have 50,000 words of something I may never look at again. This is actually a good thing for my children because they now know how to cook, they know how to do their own laundry, and they have learned time management skills. So they are empowered, but perhaps without the head rush. There are some simple rules. First, the novel cannot be started in advance. This has to be a new idea. You may revise an old novel if you're completely rewriting it. Second, no partnerships. You're on your own. NaNoWriMo.org has lots of ways to help you get through your 30 days, but you are writing by yourself. It's a solo venture. Third, you must submit your manuscript to a word counting program on the NaNoWriMo servers before the end of November 30th. Over the years, there have been some revisions to these rules, but that's pretty much it. NaNoWriMo Gold has been proven again and again to be the right size and the right amount of time. If you can write more than 1,700 words a day, that's good for you, but the rest of us, this is a manageable but stretchable goal. The strength of Nano is not really the size, but the deadline. It is the single most important thing that we can do as a writer to set our goal and a time limit. If you want to win, you will sit down at that typewriter and you will start writing. I invite you to join with me to write a 50,000 word novel in 30 days. Show the world and yourself that you can do something big, crazy, impossible. I guarantee it will be frustrating and it will be fun. It will be depressing and it will be uplifting. And at the end, you can write your villain's name wrong every time. You can give your main character a three-part name, no hyphens, so you can pad your word count, and you can win. Now, you end up with a piece of paper and a novel that you wrote. Maybe you'll never look at it again. I confess, I have not looked at several of mine ever again. And maybe you'll end up on the list of 57 other books that have been written through NaNoWriMo that have been published. Maybe you too will end up on the New York Times bestseller list. Mr. Toastmans.